Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amber and I love all things handbag related, with a little bit of emphasis on the brands Vera Bradley and Lug. I also occasionally do some content related to concealed carry, though it's been a long time since I've done that. But if any of that sounds good to you, then stick around and let's hang out. So today's video, I have a quick haul for you, I guess you would say. It's 4 bags and 1 accessory. It's a lug haul. I should have said that. I completely forgot, but I'm sure you saw that in the title to this video. It's a little bit, I'm not sure, but let's get into it and I'll show you as we go. The first item that I picked up was the Lug Metro XL. I purchased this off of the Facebook group Lug BST. I always have to think of the order that the acronyms go in. But this is the sunset orange color. I did not get the mystery box because by the time I decided to purchase it, they were sold out. But that's totally fine. I absolutely love this. After I watched all of the unboxings, I was convinced that this was the one piece from that mystery box that I really needed and had to have. And in fact, I've just made an entire video about 14 different uses for your Metro XL. So I'm not sure which one will go up first, but I love that quilting. It reminds me of like mermaid scales or the Little Mermaid design. You've got your little gunmetal logo down here that is, it's your logo. Then you have your key ring and your little lobster clasp or dog leash clasp, whatever it's called. And then the zipper on this one is like the stretch where you have that little fabric piece on the zipper pull. Super awesome hardware and zipper as always. I can't hold on to anything. And then inside here you just have your open space and then your one little slip for your ID area. The back is not quilted in any way, shape, or form. So the material on the back is a little thinner, whereas this has a little bit of puffy quilting to it. Awesome little multifunctional piece. Super glad that I picked this one up. So that's the Metro XL in Sunset Orange. The next bag that I picked up will be a shock to absolutely no one, but this is another Dory mini. I think this is my 4th one. But I picked this one up in the olive because I had to have that wildflower olive lining. Tell me that's not gorgeous. That's gorgeous. You can't tell me that's not gorgeous. I am not going to go over the details of this too awfully much because I have done it over and over. But you have your 2 soft lines, pockets, magnet pockets, cell phone pockets, whatever the hell they're called on each side. Inside you get a little tiny baby privacy zip, 2 little tiny baby cargo pockets. There's your little privacy zip, and you can see they're like halfway down in the bag. And then on the other side you have your little teeny tiny baby clear view zip, and then somewhere in here you have your little key bungee on this end. This also comes with the adjustable, removable 1.5 inch strap, which I wish it didn't. I wish it was the 1 inch, but that's fine. I still love this bag. There is something about this bag. This doesn't hold a ton. This will hold my absolute bare minimum essentials. And sometimes they're a little bit tight, depending on what wallet I choose to use or what have you. So I do scale way down when I use this bag, or this style bag. But there is something undeniably just freaking adorable about this bag. This little teeny tiny mini tote satchel. I'm in love with it. And I typically am a medium bag girl. I need a medium sized bag because I carry a whole lot of junk. And this is a small bag, and I now have 4 of them. Well, I have 3 for me and 1 that I picked up for my daughter for Christmas. So that is the mini Dory in olive. Gorgeous. The next bag that I picked up is the mini shuffle. And this purchase was inspired by my awesome YouTube friend. I will put her channel name up on the screen here. and I will link it below in case you want to go check her out. She is super cool. She shows a lot of different stuff on her channel, so go check her out. She's really, really fun. But she mentioned this bag style in a video she did recently as one of her favorites, and I'd looked at it forever and ever and ever, and I decided to give it a try. So I picked it up in the Camo Rose. That's fairly accurate. I really like this. I was really, really unsure about this pattern when I first saw it, because it always looks different in different pictures and on like the QVC videos and presentations. It always looked different to me. But it's a darker mauvey pink with a light baby pink and some gray, and then this really kind of icy blue gray in there. Let me show you the back side that's not quilted. I think it's really nice though. I actually like this coloration, and I like camo prints. So anyway, this is my very first mini shuffle. So this is a totally new style to me. But first and foremost, this has the 1-inch strap, which I'm a big fan of. Love that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off and get this out of the way. Maybe. So on the front of the bag right here, you have their signature soft lined cell phone pocket. So here is my case. My phone fits down in there well with a bit of room to spare, if you can see that. Magnet catches it perfect. On each side you have these cargo pockets, and right now where the bag is kind of flattened out, they're not super easy to get into, but I'm sure once the bag is actually filled and not pushing up against these pockets so much that they'll be more accessible. But you have 2 stretchy cargo pockets on each side. No magnet to hold the top of those in, but they stay really flush to the bag the way it looks. On the back, you have this little zip pocket, and it is hooded, so it opens up inside the top and the bottom. It's not a very wide pocket. Well, let's see. So it follows the lines of these seams, so it actually widens out toward the bottom. Here is my phone again for reference. It would stick out the top, but you can easily pull that over there, so you could get your phone in there. And actually, yeah, no, mine won't turn horizontally because it's just too tight right here. But inside here, you also have those 2 pen pockets right in the corner. And then inside here, let's see, I'm not familiar with this style, so you have a key bungee on this side, and then on the front wall of the bag you have 2 cargo pockets, and on the back wall you have a privacy zip right here, which is actually really wide for the size of the bag. It's a really wide zip pocket. And then directly under it, you have one of the clear view pockets. And other than that, you just have the open space inside. So I think this is a really nice little medium-sized bag. It's not huge by any means, but I think it'll hold, you know, everything I need for sure. If I can get all my stuff in that little mini Dory, I can definitely get it in here. So that's the mini shuffle in Camo Rose. So this one I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep or not. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. But this is the new Trolley Crossbody 2 in the black rainbow. So as soon as I saw this, because there aren't a whole lot of styles available in the black rainbow yet, I started to get the mini Dory again in this black rainbow because I think it's super cute. It's a black bag, but you get that little bit of fun with that rainbow quilting, and I love that. I absolutely love it. And I started to get the Dory mini, and I was like, Amber, you have to stop. Like, you have 4, you don't need a 5th. But this one may go back and I may end up with the Dory Mini as opposed to this one. And I'll tell you why in just a second. So this is the Trolley 2, the bigger version. I did do a comparison with this to the original Trolley, if you want to scroll back in my videos. I like the swallows lining. A lot of people don't. I like it just fine. Inside this front pocket, you get a privacy zip on the back. And then you get 6 card slots and a bill slip right behind that. On each side here, these are identical. You get 2 just little zip pockets. There is no other organization or anything in there. You have 1 on each end, the exact same size. On the back, you have a long zip pocket. There is no other organization in there. It's just a long zip. I completely forgot the cell phone pocket here on the front, and this one is plenty large enough. There's my phone, so you can see the extra space that you have there compared to mine. It goes way down in there. This is a big cell phone pocket. And then the main entry, you have that 1.5-inch strap, which I'm just not a huge fan of. And then on the front wall of the bag, you have a clear view zip pocket. On the back side, you get 2 cargo pockets in there. And then on this end of the bag, you have your key bungee. So, the reason that I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one or not, well, there's a few reasons. It's not just one. First of all, I already purchased one of these in lime. If you can see it right there. That is my Trolley 2 in lime. I love that color. And the lime, again, wasn't released in a ton of styles that I'm crazy about. So, I went with this one. And I do like it. I have already used my Trolley 2 in lime. And I like it and I dislike it. So, my first issue with this bag is the main entry zip. It's just straight across. This bag is bigger, so you can, you know, pull this apart and see pretty decently inside there. But I, for the life of me, do not understand why Amy did not just go ahead and make this main zipper entry like the actual Trolley and mini Trolley, where it flaps up. So your zipper would have went this way, then across the front, and then back. Everything else would have stayed the exact same. Your D-rings could have stayed in the exact same spots. They wouldn't have been affected. Your handle wouldn't have been affected. But it would have given so much more visibility inside there. So, I'm just not super crazy about the main entry. Okay. My second issue, after I opened this and really looked at it, is completely my fault. And I should have realized, but I didn't. So with this black rainbow, you only get the stitching where it's quilted, right? So on this style, the only parts of this bag that are actually quilted are this front pocket and these 2 end pockets. That's it. The top isn't quilted. The back isn't quilted. I mean, it's literally the front pocket and the 2 end pockets. Which I get that that's, you know, mainly what you see when you're using the bag, you know, is those outer pockets. But I kind of feel cheated just a little bit because the main feature of this bag to me is that rainbow quilting. And I just don't feel like I'm getting enough of it. I feel like I got cheated out of some of the quilting or the color. I don't know. My third issue with this bag is it gets heavy quickly. Lug bags are very lightweight. They're not as lightweight as the Vera Bradley cotton bags, obviously, because that's cotton and, you know, what have you. But lug bags are typically pretty lightweight. When I put my stuff in this and I carried it on my shoulder, I tried crossbody and on my shoulder, This one felt heavy to me. I used my lime one for a little errand day that I had to run. I was gone for about 6 hours, you know, in and out, paying some bills, grocery shopping, doing some different things. And it was constantly on and off my shoulder. And I really noticed that this one started to get heavy. And I didn't have anything extra in it than what I normally carry. And I don't really carry excessive amounts of stuff, I don't feel like. So, yeah, it felt heavier to me than my normal lug bags. And then number 4, this particular style is extremely boxy, and I knew that purchasing it. You know, obviously you can see what you're buying, but because of the super boxy style, this isn't a bag style that I want to carry all the time. It's more, I like it, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I don't like it, I do like it, but it's a bag style that I have to be in the mood to carry, you know what I mean? Because it's very boxy. You know, it's not a super flat against your body kind of bag, and it can bulk out, and I have to be in the mood to really want to carry this style, and I just can't make up my mind. So give me y'all's opinion. Should I keep this one or should I return it? I am not a returner. I have never returned one of my lug bags. So if I do, this will be the first. So give me your opinion. Keep it or let it go. I do love that rainbow quilting, and I'm a black bag kind of girl. And I'm sure that I would use it. If I keep it, I will use it. I just don't know how much use I'll get out of it. So what would you do? Would you keep it or return it? Or would you exchange it for that Dory mini? I could use another Dory mini. It'll be fine. The last item, bag, whatever, for this haul is the Conga. So I picked this up in the metallic pearl. I had been looking at this in a few different styles and silhouettes, and I couldn't ever make up my mind, and I decided to finally give it a go. So I have mixed feelings on this bag again, too, and I will get into that. So first and foremost, I'm going to pop up a picture right here, and I'm going to show you how this bag arrived to me, because this is bullshit in my opinion, honestly. This was so crinkled and crumpled. It was a hot mess. No joke. This is a hot mess, right? I've had to stuff this bag to try and get it back to some semblance of a shape. But even after I've done that, I'm not sure about this shape. It's supposed to be triangular from the side, but is it just me, or let me set it down here. Is it just me, or does it look like this bag kind of leans backward? I don't know if that's how it's designed, or maybe the way I stuffed it, or I have it overstuffed. I don't know. But, well, that's a little better. I don't know. So, let's go over this. I do like this metallic pearl, though. I think it's pretty cool. It's like, the best way I know how to describe it would be like a metallic gray spray paint. If you've ever seen that. I know that sounds hideous, and you'd be like, why the hell would you want that on a bag? But I'm telling you, in person, it's pretty cool. But look at this. This is how the back of this bag has ended up because of that hot mess, the way that it was shipped. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely, like, inexcusable, in my opinion. To fold the bag for shipping, fine. But at least make sure when the daggone thing is folded and put in the bag that it's folded correctly and it's not... This is just super frustrating to me. So, let me go over the features. Let's start with the straps. So, you get a 1-inch removable adjustable strap. Love that. Perfect. Love the 1-inch. That's great. Then you also get this ridiculous thing. And this is that padded shoulder strap. So on the underside of the strap, you get that little bit of fabric. This is not the no slip grip stuff. It's not that jelly stuff. It's just a piece of fabric. And then on this side is the actual material your bag is made out of. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this and show you what it looks like. And I can tell you right now, I will never use this strap. If I keep this bag, this strap will most likely never, ever be used. I don't like it. I think it looks hideous. It's just this big, puffy, floppy. I just don't like it. So, that's the shoulder drop on me. That's, okay, my armpit's up here. Not to be gross, but I'm just going to show you the strap drop on me. My armpit's up here. There's maybe 4 inches. That's not comfortable to me. To put this on my shoulder, look. My arm is stuck out. So then what? You're going to throw it back here? No. This shoulder, this is, I will never use this shoulder strap. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Is it comfortable? Yeah, it's comfortable. I'm not going to deny that. It is padded, it is puffy, it is comfortable. It is hideous, it is ugly, and this bag I don't think should be that far up in your armpit. It's such a triangular shape that it just, you know, I mean, you can't put a bag that far up under your arm and it have this much depth to it and expect your arm to lay normally or comfortably. I don't know. Hate this strap. Love this strap. So, now that we're past the straps, let's start on the front. You have that new quilting, whatever it's called, I couldn't tell you. And then you get these little rufflies. And in all of the presentations that I watched, I couldn't really tell where those ended. The rufflies end on the back side right here. It's just kind of just ends there. It's not connected. And your D-rings are hidden right under that top little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about it. You get your cell phone pocket on the back. And I actually shoved one of my old cell phones in here to give this back a flatter surface to try and push some of these wrinkles and indents out, and we can see that hasn't really happened. I've had this bag stuffed for 3 days now, by the way, so we'll see. But that's my phone, my old phone. But you can see the size of the pocket based on that. So, pocket's plenty big enough. This bag, I just don't know about this bag. So, I read on a lot of the QVC reviews, people were talking about how their bags came so smashed up and how a lot of them were defective. And there's a little magnetic, hidden magnet right here, right? That's supposed to keep the flap down. A lot of people were talking about how one of those magnets was missing. Whether it would be this one or the one in the flap, they were just missing. So, I was kind of expecting that. Mine does have both magnets. So you can see the one is there, the other is right there. It is just one magnet right in the center. So when you open that flap up, you have a clear view pocket here. Now, I get that Amy said she had some real estate there. She wanted to utilize it. Here's my thoughts on that. If you put anything remotely bulky, and I mean anything more than a receipt, or maybe a few dollar bills or something like that. If you put anything in there that's got a little bit of bulk to it, this flap is going to look absolutely ridiculous. It's going to be lumpy, bumpy, and then this magnet will not catch. Because first and foremost, this magnet's not very strong. You know when you have one of those really, really good hidden magnetic closures and you let the thing go and it goes smack? This doesn't do that. That's just the fabric hitting itself. This magnet is not that strong. So, use this pocket at your own discretion, but I wouldn't put anything very bulky in it at all. So once we get past that pocket, you can see. I also want to mention that this fabric, whatever this is extremely lightweight. Extremely lightweight. Like, almost to the point that I would say maybe it feels a little bit cheap. And I know that you're like, Amber, you were just bitching about the Trolley 2 being too heavy, and now this one's not heavy enough. This one's too light. Okay, I realize that I'm being difficult, but just go with me here. This is so lightweight. I don't know if it's just this metallic fabric, because I did order this in the Kelly Green too, because I thought it was cute. So whenever that one gets here, I'll show y'all, and I'll tell you how I feel about that one. But I don't know if it's just this metallic fabric, or if it's just this bag in general. But this one seems much more poofy, and it's extremely lightweight, like pillowy light. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, because on one hand it definitely wouldn't make my shoulder ache, but on the other kind of feels a little bit cheap because it's so lightweight. So anyway, once we get under the flap, you have a zipper closure across the top, and you can see how padded this bag is right there. With that little lip area, this bag is super padded. So the strap, I tucked it in, but the strap does extend. The strap, I can't talk, y'all. The zipper does extend out past the bag. I had just tucked it in. So let me pull all this stuffing out, and then I'll show you what the inside looks like. Okay, I thought this one had a key bungee, but apparently not. So the inside of this is fairly simple. On the front wall of the bag, you have a clear pocket. This is a clear zip pocket, a single one. On the back of this bag, you have a privacy zip pocket right here, and then 2 cargo pockets directly under it. And I know it's a little bit difficult to see because of this interior pattern, but this is not a huge bag. It has a good depth on it, but it's not a huge bag. In my opinion, it definitely looked larger on TV than it does in person. So I'm going to grab a few things and we'll throw them in here and just get an idea of what will fit. So I'm just going to start pulling stuff out of my own handbag right now. We'll see what goes in here. So I'm going to start with my phone case. And I'm going to go ahead and stick that in the phone pocket. So that's in there. I will not put anything in this Clearview pocket on the flap. I just won't do it, so I'm not going to do it now. Now, as far as the inside goes, I also would not put anything in this Clearview pocket that sits on the front section of this bag. Because again, where you have this magnetic flap that comes over, if you fill this bag up and then you put anything bulky in that Clearview pocket right there, it's going to make this front flap sit funny, or your magnet's not going to catch, or it's going to affect the front of this somehow. So, just to see the actual size of the inside, I'm not going to use a single pocket. I am just going to leave all those pockets smashed up against the wall, because this will give us the best idea of the maximum amount we could get in here. And I am just going to cram this baby full and see how much it'll hold. So, let's start with an eco shopper. Can't stand it up, so it needs to lay down. Fine. My wallet card case. My catch-all pouch right now is the small transport in Tropical Ocean, I think. Okay. Let's see. keys. Shove those in there. My little medicine thing. Shove that in there. Notebook. Pens. Shove these in. And like I said, I'm not trying to do this in any organized fashion. I'm just trying to see what the capacity is on this bag. What I can get in here. I think we better go with a few smaller things now because I had this little clear cosmetic, but yeah, that's not going to go in because these items are already pretty much, you know, filling the bag. So let's go with a few smaller items. So mints. Chapstick, pocket knife, hand sanitizer. I'm just going to throw them in. Yeah. We could get a few more small things in here. Throw a hair tie in just for good measure. But we're pretty much at the top of this bag. You can see all of that. I just shoved it in there. So let me zip it. Actually, in my mind when I got this, I thought, you know, I don't even know if I'll use that zipper. I may just let that magnetic flap hold everything in, see how it's going to do. So, if that's what I were going to do, let's imagine my bag got turned upside down. Let's see if this magnetic flap is going to hold that stuff in. Nope. So, if you had plans like me on letting the magnetic flap potentially hold your stuff in, well, that may not be the best idea. You know, it'll still catch, barely. This is still catching for right now, and I don't have it zipped. So, if you're a very cautious person and you know you wouldn't tip your bag over, you could still do that. But, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a chance I would take now after seeing that. But let's connect the 1-inch strap, because that's the one that I will use if I keep this bag. Okay, I have to tuck the tail end of this zipper in because that's just kind of a pain in the ass sticking out right there. Okay, so now, alright, let's connect the other side of the strap. Alright, let's go as short as it'll go. Alright. Is that magnetic? Or is that magnet going to stay closed? Alright, so there's a shoulder bag with the 1-inch strap. I could deal with that. That's a decent length. That's not all up in my armpit, so that's how it looks on me, as just a shoulder bag. Now let's extend it to crossbody and see how that looks. Okay, that is one of the most finicky straps, one of the most finicky lug straps I've ever messed with. There it is as a crossbody on me. Let me stand up here and I'll give you a better idea. So there's still plenty more adjustment on here. I just took it to a spot that was comfortable for me. So as a crossbody, again, that triangular shape where it has such a deep base but it narrows at the top, it is gonna stick off of your hip if you wear it off to the side. If you pull it more to the front of you, that's how it would look. And the more I feel the strap, this metallic kind of feels, I don't know, it kind of has almost a plasticky feel to it. Not really the bag, but the strap seems to. But anyway, that's how it looks as a crossbody. So, I think it's cute. I'm not gonna deny that. I do think this is cute. I'm still not 100% sure. This is a smaller bag. This is going to be like the Dory. This will hold a little bit more than the Dory, but not a ton. This is going to be kind of an essentials only bag, you know, essentials plus a little bit. And when you have your strap connected, let me show you how it affects the ruffles. So you can see the D-ring is attached right here, and the ruffle goes past that D-ring. So when you have the strap attached, there you go, it pushes up on the little ruffly bit at the top, and it pulls it up like that. This side it's smushed down, so I guess you could smash it down and, you know, but it is going to affect that little ruffly bit because the ruffly bit goes past the D-ring, so just be aware of that. So, I'm not sure. What do you all think about this bag? Give me your opinion in the comments down below. Did you buy one? Do you like it? What do you think of the features? How do you like the flap? Let me know all about it. Give me your opinions. So that is the Conga in metallic pearl. So that's my little lug haul for today. My little mini review of the Conga, the what fits, that whole shebang. So I hope that if you all were wanting some more information about any of these bags, that I was able to help you out a little bit. Or if nothing else, I hope you just found it fun and entertaining. What are your thoughts on these bags? Should I keep those last two? Should I return them? I'm not a returner. I've never returned a lug bag thus far. So let me know what you think. Should I keep them? Should I return them? I'm not sure. Yeah, I have mixed feelings on them, and I'm just not sure. So anyway, if you have any comments, questions, or you just want to say hello, then please leave me a message down below. I absolutely love chatting with y'all. And until next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.